This is all concrete and stucco and rock, so it gets pretty toasty in the summertime. The goal with this video is to install a shade sail over this area. I bought these off of Amazon. These are some screw-in eye bolts. These are 3/8 inch stainless steel, and they're 6 inches long. So going into a stud is really the only answer if you want this to be successful. And this is the trickiest part of this whole project, finding a good place to mount those lag bolts. And what I've been doing is I just take a wooden dowel. Right in here somewhere there's a stud. I think it's right in here. But that's the method that I'm using, as well as measurements and just some common sense as to how a wall is constructed. Yeah, that felt like solid wood the whole way. See if we can get that started. No problem. And I'll put some silicone right in here and around that hole. So as I slide it in the rest of the way, it'll seal that up. And there you go. 1 down, 3 to go. So here's the shade sail that I got off of Amazon. I'll link these items in the description if you're interested in checking them out for yourself. It's one of the cheaper ones. I think it cost me $40. And it looks like it has some tie-down ropes that come with it. We'll see how those work out. This is a 12 by 16. I've thought about getting a little bit the next size smaller, but I want as big as I can put in here, and we'll see how it goes. Now, this is not a perfect rectangle. The sides have a curve in on them. My understanding is that's to help it hang tight without wrinkles. Kind of makes sense, but we'll see what it looks like when I get it up there and installed. I'm going to loop it through here a couple of times to double up on it. Maybe 3 times, since I have plenty of length. Let's see if I can get this tied up there nice and tight. Loop it through 3 times also. And I can pull that real tight. But these tie downs look like they're sewn in pretty well. It's kind of a plastic, so I'm hoping it holds up in this crazy hot sun we have. And then they've got some nylon straps sewn in to go all the way down the sides, as far as I can tell. All right, that's pretty tight. I'm happy with that. So we'll see if I can get this tied off now. All right. And we'll take the strap off and see if that'll hold. So I got quite a bit of tension on there. I'm going to need this strap on the other side. Well, that looks like it's going to work for now. All right, let's go look at the other side, see if we can get that last one tied up. I'm going to bring it in a little bit closer, and that'll allow this strip here to tighten up a little closer to those eyelets. It'll pull it that way and pull it this way. You really want about a 45-degree angle, pulling right through the tension right in the center instead of off to the side. If that makes sense to you. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to back those off about 6 to 8 inches, maybe 10, and then go back, tighten up these, take up the slack, and then that's probably where it's going to end up. So that's what I'm talking about. I gave that 8 inches from eyelet to eyelet. I'll do the same on the other side, and then we'll tighten up the other end and see how that works. That's going to really help, I think, on the heat in this area. As that sun passes overhead, it's early morning, maybe 9 o'clock. Keep that sun off of these doors, windows, and this whole concrete patio area, especially when it's directly overhead. 12 by 16 rectangular sail shade, cover this whole patio area. I think this is something I should have done a long time ago. I've only been in this house for a year, so. This is a cheap one. $40 I think is what I spent on it here in April of 2025. I'll leave all links in the description. This whole project was about $55. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. YouTube's put a video on the screen that they think you're going to like, and if you click on that video, I'll meet you over there. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up before you leave if you enjoyed the video.